and I'm Glitchy Pikachu here, and welcome back to Stn.DLL 2. Now, in our last episode, we just read like full thing. Now, I spelled creepy wrong. Of course, creepy is spelled with two E's, not two P's. Well, creepy. And I didn't say creepy. Oh, no, stop the comments! Stop the comments! Hopefully. Now, just hopefully. Okay, it's right there. Stn.DLL email. Alright. Oh man, 11 minutes and 53 seconds? Oh my god, okay. Oh! So, you see, you got my email. The reply was rather vulgar, I'll admit, but I have to tell you this. I fear for my family and friends. I want them to know I didn't die an insane man. Let me get to the meat of the topic now. My last email let off with me awake one night that sleep couldn't visit, so I assumed from there that I was awake and I couldn't fall asleep, and that damn DLL file was fogging up my thoughts. I had stood up and began walking towards the door, going to take a piss or get a drink of water. I can't quite remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. My hand clasped the doorknob of the door, and I was shocked to see I was sweating. Now, this was during the cold winter months, so it wasn't as if the weather was the culprit. I was sweating hard. Right when I noticed this, that cursed laughter began slowly, barely a hum, as though the laugh of an elder man. It seemed vulnerable, yet threatening at the same time. I must have just heard something, but it was clearly distinct. However, in my hand let go of my knob, and laughter became louder. But it never exceeded more than a whisper. I began fearing the shadows all of a sudden. I can imagine a face poking out through the window or my closet door opening to a smiling beast. No, I must be freaking crazy, but that laughter kept insisting. I smiled. Hypnotized. I knew what I got up for. I had an .exe file to run. I walked like a drunk man. I was sure of it. My subconscious was asking itself what the heck it was doing. It was telling me to stop. I don't remember my hypnotized self replied, but I continued walking into my home office. The chair was comforting, relaxing, luring. I sat. Before I could stop myself, I put my hand on the keyboard. My hand touched the screen. Remember, and the monitor came up without a moment's delay. There it was, Stn folder.exe. What the heck was I doing? I tried to concentrate my hand to grasp something besides that mouse. I knew I was sweating, and this is why I was straining myself to keep itself crisp. My hand gave way and flung itself onto the mouse, and my mouse landed on Stn folder.exe before double-clicking. At that, I remember regaining consciousness. Without a moment to consider what I'd done, I fell off my chair and landed my head on the leg of the table, passing out instantly. What a nightmare. And awoke. The sun was shining. I don't remember the weather exactly, but there was no sunlight coming in through the office window. When I got up, before I could stand up, a killer migraine threw me to the floor. I sat there for at least half an hour before pulling myself up to the computer's dark screen. The screensaver, meaning my computer was on all night. Fudge! I remembered I ran that executable file. Who knows what type of shiz was on my files? My files were in now. There's a Trojan in there, and antivirus said so. I moved my mouse, and the desktop came up. Exactly where I left it, except for the fact there's a command line. The top left of my screen. I don't quite remember pulling that up in a while, so I dragged it to the center so I could see what it said. You like to flash, John? That's my name, John. I know, long time in the story before telling you. But besides the point. You like to flush? What the freaking hell was that supposed to mean? Oddly, after reading the sentence, a new phrase printed itself onto the screen. Y for yes, and for, and there was nothing for that. Fearing pressing N would awaken the Trojan, I decided to type yes, and then the new text appeared. Good choice. Thanks for the fun. I really look forward to getting to know you better in the long run. Dazed out of confusion, the command line went away. I was stuck for a time. How the heck did the program know my name was John? I figured it'd probably track some of my payment or bank records. In that case, it would be unexplainable. But was that type of hacking that takes months to write up? It still didn't make any sense. The type of sadistic teenage loser had the time to write up something so profoundly stupid and completely irrelevant to anything. I got up, feeling stupid for the paranoia I experienced last night when my printer turned on. Flat out turned on from the off state to the on state, all by itself. Got it. Dizzily, the printer said that there was a job it needed to print. Curiously, I pressed the OK and proceeded to print out whatever the heck was with the printer that was going to print. Began printing out pages, something I haven't asked it to do in a long time. The odd thing was, these pages were riddled with phrases. Each phrase had its own line on the pages, and the phrases were absolute gibberish. Examine the phrases, and they seemed random to me. One phrase was big sausage, another was happy tree. Still, another phrase was lost father. I read some other phrases, almost laughing at the amount of paper I lost. Something I originally thought was a Trojan. I luckily had a sense of humor, so this didn't quite anger me for some reason. I laughed and threw page after page onto the ground. I couldn't believe this mess. There must have been at least 10 pages of nonsense. I feared that it vested itself in my bot and me had left happily. Now I realized that this is a joke. Maybe it wasn't a teenager who wrote this. Maybe it was a professional programmer who had nothing better to do than mess around with other people's heads. Screw you, Microsoft! I chuckled before picking up the last page, scanning it to see if anything special phrase had anything special phrase at the end of the printout. I don't understand that. That might be bad grammar. I don't know. My heart went from an rhythmic beat to a slowed down something. Sorry, it was kind of confusing what that was. Last phrase simply read, migraine table fun. I remember waking up after banging my head against the table. I remember the migraine I had received since waking up. Immediately threw down the paper, and my migraine exploded with immense force. Migraine table fun. Migraine freaking table fun. How did it know? I didn't know that God-forsaken program know. What happened to me last night? Immediately took the pages, threw them one by one to the mouth of the garbage can. I thought things were over. Big sausage. The phrase can refer to the time I nearly choked on a bratwurst during the July party. No, that's crazy, correct? Then I remember the phrase happy tree. Time I fell off our oak tree and broke my wrist. Lost father. I remember my dad dying when I was young from cancer. Immediately took out some pages from the bin. I wanted to tell myself that these were coincidences and that at least one phrase from one of the papers would at least give me some reassurance. I hope that one phrase would say something that didn't have to do with me experiencing pain in my younger years. No, yuck. Door-shattering teeth. This phrase immediately reminded me of when I broke some of my teeth when my sister opened the door when I was right in front of the knob. Hungry hornet. I got stung by a hornet at least 2 times in my childhood. Yummy rotten apple. Fudge. I remember being hospitalized after eating a moldy apple. Sorry for my profanity, receiver of this email. I just can't stand remembering these events without pure anger and phrases. Wait. And remorse for what would since then occur. What really pisses me off the most about those phrases that was immutable optimism associated with each event that caused me pain. Hungry hornet, happy tree. almost seemed like phrases that would mock someone who experienced bad events from such things. Sat down, thinking that perhaps I hit my head harder on the table than I expected. I read more phrases, scanning different phrases to see what else the program got right about me. It was all 100% accurate. Every phrase I read, I was able to easily connect to a time I had received pain, agony, or depression. The printer started again. I jumped. What else could possibly print out without me prompting it? I almost didn't want to see the heck print out from it, but it was inevitable. The printer stopped in a fresh piece of paper, the following written on it. Hello, John. Glad to see you're awake. It's nice to finally meet you. I look forward to all the parties we will be having together. But I think I'd rather talk through the command line. This is a long paper process. You can see. Meet you there. Monitor turned on. I was getting really scared now. The room seemed darken even more. I was actually confused whether it was the day or night. At one moment, the command prompt flashed onto the screen. The command prompt printed out a message. It said, "Sit down. We had to talk." I stood shaking, walking backwards to the door. My hand was sweating feverishly. My fingers holding onto the knob of the door. The thing within the computer didn't appear to be too happy about this. I want to say the computer became alive at that point, but I don't know what else to explain it. The command prompt printed out. Please, John, you have quite a lot of programs on here, especially big ones too. Big companies, it'd be a pity if I had to delete them. Just get your attention. But I will if you don't sit down. Now, please. Okay. I trembled, moving over to the seat to sit. I put my hand on the mouse, typed something into the command prompt. Before I could, the computer printed out. Hello, John. My name is Stn.DLL. Don't be afraid. I want a little fun from you. Now that you found me and I found you, we can be friends. You sadistic freak! I exclaimed with pure rage. Whatever type of virus on this computer was toying with me. I was still at the point that I'd dearly hoped this was the work of another programmer. Thinking this, my fear had gone away. I was now convinced that this was the work of a madman. I'm a die-hard skeptic. Some stupid punk couldn't scare me off. I got up, threw the keyboard off the table, and went downstairs for some coffee. I honestly wish I didn't. I went downstairs to the coffee maker and pulled out a small brew to clear my thoughts. I poured a small amount into the coffee mug that was on the counter and put the coffee maker away. I smiled, thinking that after a warm coffee, I could simply call tech department. They would come over and hopefully save my programs before the virus did any damage. Concerned mostly about the database that I'd been writing. The virus sends that data outside the world, I'd be as good as a dead man. These thoughts in my mind, I picked up the coffee and walked over to the table, hoping that I could just have a normal day and that I was experiencing some vivid nightmare that carried me on to my waking hours. Some sort of sleep paralysis, minus paralysis. I had a laptop, even if it was incredibly slow. I could work with it until my computer problems go away. Hand slipped. It trembled violently, and the coffee in the pot splashed everywhere, including my skin. I screamed and dropped the pot, shattering it upon contact. It was a glass mug, so it instantly made the whole floor a dangerous landscape of sharp tendrils waiting to be embedded themselves in my skin. The pain, my skin was burning. It took me about 5 seconds to realize I was standing near the kitchen sink. They turned it on with the full force to the medium temperature. Man, it was going limp. I was losing feeling. It was turning into a bright red color. I kept drowsing it in the water, tears coming out of my eyes. As I realized the luck I was having, my migraine exploded with full force, and I slouched down onto the kitchen cabinets, looking out at a glass shards on the floor, thinking about how to get across and call the ambulance. When I heard it, the printer roared back up to life, getting ready to print another paper. Only there was quite wrong with it. The printing sound was louder, almost as if it wanted me to hear, and it was distorted with static. Just so longer. If it's alright to say it, the printing sound be a constant loop of the same distorted sounds. Distorted sound. I looked up. It looped 3 times before stopping. Then my heart leaped an extra beat as I heard it again. Small laugh of an elderly man. got up, walking slowly over the floor, making sure I didn't step on the glass. I didn't focus on cleaning it up. I know, stupid idea. The damn printer called me. If it's appropriate to say, I walked up the stairs cautiously, listening for another caller laugh. The stairs creaked under my silence. Under the silence, the walls caved into the vantage point. Into a vantage point, the door swung open slowly as I put my hand behind it, almost as if it was my shield against whatever was in the room. I instantly grabbed the handle like a man and remembered that this was all a joke, a big, freaking funny one like at that. Right, let me see oh my god. It's almost over? Yay. Oh my god. Alright. I walked forwards strongly, and before I put my hand on the unveiled message on the paper, my monitor turned on. A command prompt simply said, "I don't like being called names, John. Next time, keep your language decent." I think you're about to learn your lesson, though. I stopped, unblinking at the monitor. I turned it off. It turned off. That's my green saber. I violently replied, yelling, "What do you mean? Calling you names." The monitor turned back on, with the command prompt missing. Suddenly, the speakers came on spurting out. You sadistic beep! Exactly as I said it less than 10 minutes ago. The speakers then remarked in a disturbingly animatronic voice. Must I repeat myself before having a chance to answer? It proceeded to say, "You sadistic F." At a lower pitch than earlier, and then again, only at a disturbingly low pitch, he said. Sadistic fudge, John. The command prompt came up and told me to take the paper. "Take it, John," the speakers encouraged. I did. The phrase on it simply read, "Coffee's hot, hot, hot." My eyes grew large. Coffee is hot, hot, hot. The command prompt then came back up. Eyes glued. I watched it as it spat out a message at me. It was a long one. It took my time to read it, mostly out of fear. I couldn't stand still for 1 second. I swayed and fell to the chair. Eyes glued to the screen. The migraine worsened. The situation became exceedingly grim. Message is as follows. "John, I now see I've got your full attention. That's good, because if you don't want to listen to me, I can hurt you. I'll just tell you flat out that I'm a demon, and I can and I will cause you severe pain unless you do exactly as I tell you to. I may as well cause you pain. Anyways, I found that quite entertaining. That coffee mug incident, nothing for what I'm preparing for you, so listen and listen well. We're going to get along very well, you and me. We're going to work together and make this living hell to whoever you cross. If you don't comply, well, I've always got to guide you to your enlightenment. Trust me, John. Listen, and I'll let you live longer. Even maybe let you go. Revolt, and I'll love what will happen to you." I sat motionless, my mouth wide open, and I stared until I came up with enough courage to say 3 words. These words are as follows. "Who are you?" Command line spent out letter by letter the following. "My name is Lucifer. I think you can instead call me Stn.DLL. Ooh, that's probably STN. Alright, I'm in control of you now. 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, 12. Let's see. Oh, fudge. Oh, well, whatever. That was actually pretty good. That was actually a pretty good story. It was really interesting, and I decided to read another creepypasta because I love them. Oh my god, creepypasta. Anyways, guys, I'm going to attempt to make my own creepypasta. If you guys really want me to read my own, it's probably not going to be that good since I suck at making creepypastas and creepy stories. So this will all be good. We'll all be fine by the time I do that. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for this video.